Hello everyone, so today I'm going to tell you how to use workflows, and it's going to be a bit more of a detailed guide on how can you create one. So let's dive in. You're supposed to go into the edit section where you'll have a workflows tab. Here you can basically create new workflows. If you click the new workflow button, you will basically be created by a guided list page where you can basically create your own workflows by adding steps, or you could have a visual workflow where you could add blocks to it. So that would basically be a manual way of creating a workflow, as you might have known by our previous videos. But let's say if you're someone who just knows how to make what you want from your system but don't know how to build it, we have something called as an AI builder that helps you make one. So what you need to basically know for making a workflow is first you need to know what you want the agent to do as well. Having an ambiguous idea would not work since you need to exactly know what it needs to do. So let's say, for an example, we would make a workflow that would capture a user's name, a user's phone number via a phone number tool. Then they could also capture the email, and we could also validate that email and see if it's a right email, since users might even provide us with a wrong email. We might want to validate that, and based on that validation, if it's a true validation, then we proceed with the next steps. If it's false, then we ask them their email again. And let's say if the email is true, then after that we could proceed with the next steps, and we could probably ask them if they want to be contacted via a phone number or via an email. And based on their answer, we just create a Zoho Desk ticket in both the cases, and we will get a, a support ticket in our Zoho Desk, and after that, the workflow could end. So let's type that out in our AI builder. So let's say create me a workflow that will ask for user name, user's name, capture the phone number via a phone number 2, then ask for the email and validate that email, validate that email based on validated email. Let's see if it is right or wrong. If wrong, then loop back and ask again. Or if it is right, then move on to the next step. That would be to ask them if they want to be contacted via email or phone number callback, and based on the answer, create a Zoho Desk ticket and then end the flow. So that's the basic description that we've just done. So it takes a couple of seconds, and after that, if you apply to workflow, you should see a workflow created for you. If we just zoom in a bit, as you can already see, it does most of the stuff that we've already asked it to do. It's done a decent job in making one, I believe. And let's see, we cannot activate until critical errors, the errors in red are fixed. So it does tell us that create Zoho Desk ticket phone is missing required parameter email. So if we go ahead and see what it basically tells us about, it's basically saying is that this certain place is missing a value which it doesn't necessarily needs. So we're going to give it a value and that should go away. So the warning are something that you could probably ignore. These are not critical, but errors are something critical and you just need to get them fixed. You might want to have a look around on your workflow and see if it's gonna work fine. So I believe it should work pretty much okay. Usually, in certain cases as well, if you create a workflow and try to test it out, it might not work as intended in the first couple of tries. In those cases, you just need to look around in your workflow for certain errors or certain logical issues that the workflow might have made and fix those manually so that it could work according to your requirements. Now, I'm happy with how the workflow is, so I'm going to name it the new Zoho ticket flow. Okay, so I'm just going to save that and I'm going to go back and see the new Zoho ticket flow. So if I try to activate that, it's going to block me, which is expected. As you can see, it's saying that I need to deactivate another flow first. So I'm going to deactivate this flow and then activate another one. Okay, so now this flow is active. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see what phone number is attached to this certain agent, which is a phone agent in the manage call section. If I go over to the phone numbers place, I can basically see that my school teacher is attached to this phone number, which I'm gonna put in my cell phone for a second, and then I'm gonna go back to the workflows place, open up the workflow, and then let's make a call and see if it's following along and does it create a Zoho Desk ticket as well. I'm just gonna open Zoho Desk for me alongside as well. So there goes the call.
Hey, I'm your school teacher. How are you doing today?
I'm doing just fine. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm glad to hear you're doing fine. I'm doing pretty well too. Thanks for asking. Alright, now, what's your name?
My name is Ahmed.
Alright, Ahmed. Just a moment, please. Let me grab the caller number for you. And what's your email address, Ahmed?
Yeah, my email address is ahmed123 at gmail.com.
Thanks for that, Ahmed. One moment, please. Let me just validate that data for you. Alright, Ahmed. Would you prefer to be contacted via email or a phone call? You can just say email or phone.
I think I would prefer via a phone call.
Got it. A phone call it is. One moment, please. Let me create a Zoho Desk ticket for you. Thanks, Ahmed. We'll be in touch with you shortly.
So that was how the workflow worked. It followed all the instructions. And if I go in, I can see a contact request made for me with the call transcript and everything that I needed, basically. And my email is also registered in here. So that was a quick and easy way of making a workflow, less than 10 minutes to make one, and it's already operational. So that's how you can make a workflow very easily. Thank you.